What's good, from YouTube fam? I'm gonna be back with another reaction video. We got my boy Sensei with Eric Cartman, the Menace of South Park. And he, boy, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna even say nothing, because I want y'all to see firsthand how dark it get. How dark it get in South Park, man. Cause it don't make sense how wild Eric, like, bro, it don't make sense. First off, the whole show is wild, but it don't make sense how wild that little kid is. So with that being said, same channel gonna be linked down below along the video. Make sure you go show us some love. Ooh, it's finna get dark. It's finna get violation.
Man, kitty stole my pet.
Hold on.
Man.
I gotta get better at voice acting. I ain't gonna lie. Let me try this.
Hey, dweeb. Said,
Hey,
what?
dweeb.
Said, why are you dressed like that? Dweeb, you're asking too many questions. I'm doing a goddamn Cartman video.
All right, now I ain't gonna lie, bro. I had no idea that I was going through this video, bro. But after the success of the Stewie Griffin video, it only made sense that I would do something from South Park. And who better than the Menace him goddamn self, Eric Cartman. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I watched a plethora, and I mean a plethora, goddamn, I like that word, of videos about Eric Cartman. Well, not videos, but episodes of South Park. And I brought some of his worst life decisions. Now, you know, normally, y'all are gonna go in the comments and be like, well, Cindy forgot this, and Cindy forgot this. Well, if you want another South Park video, maybe a part 2 to Eric Cartman, or some other character covered, then y'all know what you gotta do. You got to get this video to 5. Nah. 6,000 likes. Now, first I want to talk about the episode where Cartman had to get his tonsils removed. Now, you know, getting your tonsils removed is like any other procedure. I'm sure that a lot of you that are watching this video have had it happen once or twice. Well, I guess once, because once they're removed, they're gone. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't. I'm glad I haven't.
Little fat, stumpy. Why I flame him like that? Our fat little friend Eric Cartman had to get his tonsils removed in this episode. And like any doctor would, he tells Cartman that if he gets his tonsils removed like a big boy and doesn't give him any trouble, that he'd have ice cream at the end. And he goes, "You said
ice cream?
Ice cream? Well, I like ice cream."
Yeah, look at him.
So that fat little decided to get his tonsils removed. But after he wakes up, tragedy struck. Because the doctor walks in and tells him that he has horrible news for him. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know what this doctor was about to say.
I didn't either.
And then he tells Eric Cartman that they accidentally gave him donor blood, and he has contracted the AIDS virus. They gave this not only HIV, but full-blown AIDS in the beginning of this episode. Now, I ain't gonna lie, this whole episode was hilarious after this point because they had to break the bad news to all the kids at school. So they bring everybody in this room. You got my man Stan, Kyle, Kenny, and they also brought Jimmy and Butters for some reason. But I'm kind of glad they did bring Butters. First off, before we go any further, Butters, I know that you didn't think that I wasn't going to get your ass.
Butters is
Jimmy, I wasn't going to flame you. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because you got a physical
disability. Jimmy too.
But I'm about to flame your ass too, bro. If you don't bring your Iron Man built ass over here, Jimmy, you can't go through TSA without them thinking you got a bomb on you, boy. And Butters, what the fuck is on top of your head, boy?
Oh, God.
This nigga is built like a troll doll. Whoever drew this man's art just threw some goddamn horse head on his head. I know you don't comb that.
He don't.
So anyways, they break the news to all the kids in there, bro. And they're like, wait. But Kyle was like, wait, Eric Cartman has HIV. Eric Cartman has AIDS. Like, he just keeps asking over and over. And I have no idea why.
He was finna.
They reaffirm him that he does, and then they ask Cartman to come in, and they tell him that they can hug him, kiss him, anything they normally do to Cartman. And then this Butters walks up to this and says, "You know, Cartman, you're a special guy, buddy."
Crazy.
And then kisses this nigga on the goddamn cheek, bro. Butters, if you don't get your yo, editor,
come on,
put a zesty counter up for this nigga. What's up with Butters?
Butters is
so as this is happening, this man Kyle cannot contain himself. And he goes outside and starts laughing his ass off hysterically for like 5 minutes.
Bro.
And Cartman's like, there's no laughing matter about this. This is a very terrible disease. And I'm very courageous for going through it. But Kyle just keeps on laughing anyway.
Kyle is me, bro.
AIDS benefit for Eric, bro. And this man Elton John was supposed to come, bro. But he doesn't even come. And then there's only 4 people in there.
That's tough.
Was like, Yo,
gang, yo.
Hey, man, I just want to say, shout out to everybody that came to Eric Cartman's AIDS, you feel me? Prevention, John.
Nobody.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you,
Nobody.
Cartman, your mom, she looking kind of bad out there. Like,
yeah.
I know that she be fucking black dudes for real, and I be putting that pipe in her, but that's neither near nor there. I just want to say, look, I'm sorry that you got AIDS and all that. You know what I'm saying? You probably was gonna die in your 30s anyway to like a heart attack or something.
Big body bends.
I mean, look at you, bro. You can't even see your feet when you walk, bro. Where your feet at? Where do your body and your legs meet? I'm just saying.
Well, me said where your ankle land and your leg begin.
$17 for this fat little nigga. Hey. So as this is happening, bro, everybody's just making a joke. Specifically Kyle, he keeps laughing. So Cartman gets Butters to help him sneak into this room.
Oh, is this where he
takes his own blood and he gives Kyle fucking AIDS.
Stupid.
He gave Kyle AIDS.
Stupid.
So the rest of this episode is Kyle finding out he has AIDS, and then him and Eric Cartman, they go to Magic Johnson's house.
Stupid.
Now, South Park is a beautiful show. They sometimes will take very serious topics and they'll find a way to make it comedic and or teach a lesson. And the lesson in this whole episode was the cure for AIDS and HIV, along with most other diseases, it's just being rich. Yeah, here they said injecting $180,000 into your bloodstream is going to heal you. But nigga, that's just a metaphor for saying if you got money, you don't got disease.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, some rich white dude went to an African village, jumps out of a fancy ass car and goes, guys, great news, they cured AIDS. Just take all of your money and shoot it into your bloodstream. What money do they have? So crazy, bro. But before they went to Magic Johnson's house, this part was fire. This next part was mad funny, because, this man Kyle, after finding out he had AIDS and that Cartman gave it to him, goes straight to school and gets to boxing this nigga Cartman.
Beat boy,
he
put
was
that
punishing him on that playground.
Punish that boy. Punish him.
I was giving this nigga the mitts, bro, and he literally has mitts on.
He was put the
he was really
put the thumpers on him.
I know y'all are probably thinking, bro, like, how could this get any worse?
It did.
Probably, Eric making jokes like, are you sure? Are you HIV positive? But that's not the worst thing that Eric's done, right? Right? Well, let's talk about the time that Eric Cartman tried out for the Olympics. So there's this Special Olympics that's in town, and basically they come once a year, and Jimmy, Timmy, and other disabled people that are in the show, they join this Special Olympics, and it's supposed to spread awareness for people with physical disability, mental disabilities, etc., etc. But bro, this is foul on two fronts, bro, because this whole episode is about Eric Cartman dressing up and pretending to have a developmental disability to play in these Special Olympics, and this man Jimmy taking goddamn steroids, bro.
He was he was knocked out his mind, boy.
I was poor.
This man Cartman made a whole outfit, bro. Cut his hair out in the patches and everything, bro. He even put a helmet on. Nigga made some wedges for his shoes to give himself a walk. He had a whole green screen set up with a green screen suit on.
To
try to get the perfect disability walk.
Look at him,
what
bro.
Kind of ableish
exactly.
This, bro is terrible. He doing all of this for $1,000. So Kyle, being the person of logic, comes to talk to Cartman about how terrible this is, bro.
Cartman
and the minute
don't
that he
care.
walks in and gets to talking, Cartman tells him, hey, you have a warped perception because you're Jewish. What kind of weird ass shit is that? How are you going to say that to him? Not only is Cartman ableist, this man's also racist.
He is.
Man looked him dead in the eye and said, have you seen the Passion of the Christ movie? What type of weird ass shit is this?
And it's like this. It's like that every episode.
So back to what Jimmy and Timmy got going on. So this man Jimmy basically was trying to break records and got some steroids from this one kid. Well, they're in the locker room, him and Timmy. And Timmy goes to grab Jimmy's bag, but it falls. And all of these needles and vials fall out of it. And he just goes, Timmy? So they have this long drawn out conversation where basically Timmy is pretty much criticizing Jimmy for taking steroids. And Jimmy ain't trying to hear it. I mean, it got really bad, bro. This man was so strung out on steroids. There's this one part where they have domestic violence in the episode. I'm going to have to censor a ton of stuff in this video.
I don't remember that.
But his girlfriend literally walks in to try to get him to stop. and he beats her up. And then his mom walks in and he beats her up too. Oh, this man got a double homicide. Yeah. Bro, somebody get this Chris Brown from the Special Olympics.
Yeah, like he can't walk. Like,
Olympics, after Cartman has gotten his mom convinced to go and lie to get him in it, he realizes that he sucks
at everything.
He's losing literally every contest because he's just fat and out of shape. 100-meter dash,
sucks.
No. Swimming,
sucks.
No. Javelin
sucks.
throw, no. Bro tried to do the pole vault, couldn't even get over the bar. Literally lost and got so low scores that this nigga got a participation award for getting last place and a $50 gift card to Shakey's. This fat ass was excited. He said, "My Shakey's, I like Shakey's." The whole thing was about how Jimmy will end up being ashamed of Cartman for doing this, but then realizing because of his friend Timmy that he should be ashamed of himself for cheating in the first place. But there was domestic violence, drug use, and this man being ableist and racist in this episode.
All in one.
Kind of
and it's every episode, bro.
This next one is kind of, you know, a little bit more lighthearted, but still terrible, bro.
He's really terrible,
so Kenny
bro.
gets a PSP. Basically, there's this whole thing where God set it up for people to play this game to find out who's the best at strategizing and protecting heaven. And Kenny got the level 60. So he sets him up to die. He goes there. He wants him to be his secret weapon to fight against the forces of evil.
Don't make sense.
This man Kenny does it because he gets a gold PSP and he gets to basically use the armies of heaven against Satan. Which is pretty cool.
Which is crazy.
But this man Cartman was waiting in line, bro, and didn't get his PSP. So when Kenny died and they all went to the lawyers are like, yo, gang. Hey, man, you know, normally, you know, this would be a sad moment.
But I need that
this
PSP.
Is a good moment for me, bro, because I'm getting this bread for even doing this. You feel me? And I need to get my money up.
Get that money up.
You know what I'm saying? I got me a couple days to go on. You know what I'm saying? A couple to see. You feel me? But first, Kyle, Stan, you feel me? Kenny left you a note. He basically was dick eating y'all for like 10 minutes talking about how you love y'all and shit. I mean, what are y'all, my buddies or something? Like, you feel me? Like, what's going on, bro? I know, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, though, Kyle, you remember he had HIV that one time. Like, what y'all been doing? My fault. I'm breaking the fourth wall. But anyways, he told me to tell y'all that he's leaving all his stuff to y'all except his PSP, because he's gonna leave that to Eric. He said, Eric, never really liked you, nigga. You're fat as shit. Nobody knows where your feet are for real. Look at your belly hanging out right now. I bet it's stinking your pants right now. He said,
smell like honey mustard or cream cheese.
He can never really say that y'all were friends in the first place, but he feels so bad for you that you ain't got no hoes or drip, so we gonna leave his PSP to you.
That's crazy.
So as soon as Cartman finds out these gonna leave his PSP to him, he wants to go to the hospital to pull this man Kenny off of life support for a PSP.
Stupid.
Not only that, he lies about being Kenny's best friend to the court to get them to come and pull the goddamn feeding tube
but it's like,
off of
why
Kenny,
do
so
he
he'll
has
die.
it?
All of this for a fucking PSP, bro.
But
Literally,
it's like, come on, bro.
No goddamn
he
heart.
don't.
Now, this next one is kind
and
of
it's hilarious
on two fronts as well, because my man Kyle kind of messed up too a little bit. But Jesus Christ, bro. Kyle ends up seeing Cartman with a camera when he goes to this like organization where there's crack babies and you can volunteer to spend time with them. So he goes and follows Cartman and realizes that they've been videotaping babies that are crack babies fighting over a ball of crack. Now, this whole episode is about how Cartman got a underground ring of crack babies fighting for crack rocks called Crack Baby Basketball.
Come on.
What kind of crazy shit is this? Bro, it got so bad, they went to ESPN for a game deal. These niggas had a whole organization with rules.
It's not funny.
They making hella bread.
Funny.
I guess they were uploading it to YouTube or whatever, you know, the platform for getting clicks and hits was at the time. But I can't even believe that they were doing this, bro. This man turned Kyle into one of him.
He did.
Got him going to Denny's eating bacon platters and
Look at him.
getting his cholesterol all high. Bro trying to turn
that video is crazy.
Into a fat nigga.
That video is
Since
crazy.
its debut in 2012, TLC's My 600-Pound Life has shown us many shocking as well as inspirational weight loss journeys.
The craziest thing about this episode was Cartman was trying to figure out how he could get around the rules. So he goes to the NCAA, the sports association basically for college football, and he talks to the guy as if he's a slave owner.
Look at him.
And
Look how he
calling
dressed.
them slaves. And he's doing it in a southern accent.
Come on now.
Well, how do you get around not paying your slaves? What kind of shit is this? Bro, I thought it was bad enough that he had crack babies fighting over crack rocks.
That's
but
so
then he's making
different.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars, bro,
different.
and not breaking them off anything.
Nothing.
This whole thing ended up blowing up in his face after they realized that Slash is not real. All right, my fault. But I mean, they were traumatized by that. But ESPN was basically playing them the whole time. But the fact that Cartman even set this up says a lot about his character. But you know what else says a lot about his character? This last episode we're going to talk about, bro. So Cartman thought that he wanted to be a little older. And when you get older, your body changes. Things grow, things change.
He grew already.
You get puberty. But Cartman didn't want to wait for puberty, so he went to Scott Tenorman and got convinced to buy pubic hair off of him for $10. Bro got finessed for $10 for some pubes.
If y'all know this episode, it's finna get dark.
His friends, Stan, Kyle, and Kenny, and naturally they're all like, Cartman, you're a f***ing idiot.
Yeah.
He sold you worthless hair off of his genitals for $10. So I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
And goes and tries to return it, bro. This nigga did everything to return his pubes to him. At first he goes up to him, bro, and he's like, yo, I just want to turn these in because you're a piece of shit. But he doesn't do it naturally. Then he returns with this man's pubic hair
on his
glued
face.
to his chin
His
as a beard, trying to pretend to be an IRS man. What kind of weird ass shit is this man Cartman on?
Weird.
Buddy.
You're weird.
You're weird. And then bro just got finessed. He said, all right, I'll trade you the pubes for your money back. You got change for a 20? So Cartman's like, all I got $6.12. He's like, all right, cool. So give me your $6. All right. Now take the 20. All right. Now give me the pubes. Okay. Now give me the 12 cents. All right. Now take the 12 cents back.
Stupid.
All right.
Stupid.
Now take the pubes back. All right. Now give me the 20. All right.
Now
and then walks in the house and leaves.
Got it.
This man gave him the pubes back in 2 cents and kept $26.10.
So stupid.
Oh my God, bro. How did you fall for this? So after this, I'm thinking it can't get any worse. But then Cartman gets convinced to go to a place that's like miles and miles away on a bus for a pube fair. This man told him that every hair a pube, he could sell it for $50. This man Cartman shows up there, gets a box from a random stranger, opens it, and it's just more pubes. So Cartman is fed up, bro. And he ends up dubbing over this nigga's favorite band. Now, in the thing that he dubs over, he's talking about how Scott Tenorman sucks and all of this stuff, but it's clearly fake. But then Scott Tenorman brings the TV out and shows him the video where he got Cartman to get on his knees and say that he's a little piggy. I'm a little piggy, hear me snout. Bro had this man Cartman on his knees begging for this money back
terrible.
Like a piggy. Cartman was tired of this at this point. So he set up this elaborate ruse where he would get a pony to bite this man's wiener off. He tells Kyle and Stan about it because he knows that they're going to betray him. And they do. They end up telling Scott Tenorman about the plan. So he shows up to this festival and there's a chili eating contest there. Now, Chef made some chili, but Scott Tenorman also brought chili that had the pubes from every teenager in town in it. So, of course, he wants to sit down to get Cartman to eat this chili that has pubes. So they sit down, they switch chili, they start eating. This is good. And then he tells him, well, now that you've almost finished, I want to tell you something. Cartman cuts him off and says, what, that there's pubes in this chili? There isn't pubes in this chili. I switched it with chefs. I'll tell you what happened. I knew that Kyle and Stan were going to betray me and tell you about the pony. I also knew that you would go and get your family to check it out and not yourself because you're a big pussy. So I went and told the old guy that works out on the ranch where the pony is that there are pony thieves and, you know, he has to be looking out for him. So when your parents showed up that night, he killed him. I snuck on the crime scene and I took your family's body and chopped them up and I put them in the chili. Does your family taste good?
How your family taste?
Do they taste good, Scott? He cut this nigga's family up and fed it to him.
Yeah.
Not only that, bro.
Yeah.
He lied and told his favorite band that he had ass cancer. So they came to where he was at and started making fun of him for crying. Bro, this man Cartman is a demented human being. I mean, he might be one of the most menacing niggas ever to be graced with the Black Air Forces. I'm just saying. All of this over $10 and some pubic hair, bro. You killed his family and fed it to him.
Yes,
I ain't gonna lie, though. That chili look good as shit.
Nah, that's demon, demonic, demonic. But he's a demon. He's a demon. Bro, Y'all need to really watch South Park, please. Because y'all don't understand just how demonic South Park really is. South Park gets dark. Like, South Park gets dark. South Park gets crazy, bro. But, yeah, y'all heard the man 6,000. I said 7 because I know y'all can get crazy. You know what I'm saying? But, same channel gonna be linked down below along the rest of the video. Make sure you go show us love. Let me know what you think was the most messed up moment was. Mine is still that I think about it all the time. Like, he really fed his family to him, bro. He really did. That's different. That's way different. That's like, I'm different, but that's way different, bro. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.